this team to be even better? We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Tavian St. Clair setting up the screen. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Rodgers.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On the move from inside his 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Left side is Payne. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Picked off, and he's got open room.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Out wide left, it's Collier. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. St. Clair unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Tavian St. Clair drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. Finds his target. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Out wide right, it's Cooper. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Drops back on 1st down. Look out! Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll make the catch inside his own territory. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He now has 63 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Throwing St. Clair. Snags it. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texans offense makes its way out to begin the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
All out of space. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the ground. He's got it again. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wilson on the carry. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Left side is Payne. Runs through him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. See some running room. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the poll. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where...
Gashing the knee on the right. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Making the adjustment. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Payne. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense playing a bail technique. St. Clair. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh center downs going to the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Again, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Throws it back. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. What a terrible, terrible shame. just enough time for one final play of the half. Tavian St. Clair. He's going to fire deep. Picked off to stop the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with San Diego State taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Aztecs with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Back to throw, it's Lacey. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. This offense has it with really good field position. This quarterback part of their running game. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
At the 10-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. Out wide left, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Keeps it himself. Quick toss. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Lacey. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it inside the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Lacey. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Snapped it, he has to have it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
St. Clair. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped right there.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Direct snap. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Now the toss. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Sees a crease. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just feeds the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Takes a handoff. It's Rodgers. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The corners are walked up tight. They're all over him. Shakes off the defender. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tavian St. Clair makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the...
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Dropping back, it's Chambers. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide out. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. It's a fake he wants to throw. And the return team was not on high alert, and they pay for it. The fake picks up the 1st down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Chambers. Right side, it's Payne. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him in the flat. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Wants to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Left side is Collier. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Again, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Got him. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Lockett. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and long right here. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
I know both of of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.